Hey, this is Nick LaRue from FilmSnobbery, and I'm here at the Oxford Film Festival in Oxford, Mississippi, and I am here today with...
My name is Nicholas Laviola, and my film is Holy Ghost Fire, The Ecstasy of Randy Wolford.
all right, tell the folks a little bit about what the movie's about.
It's a documentary about the last service of serpent-handling preacher Randy Wolford. That's it.
All right. So, there's a lot of stories in the world to be told. What gravitated you to this particular story? Because that seems really interesting.
Well, I was living down in West Virginia in the Monongahela Forest, a very rugged area, and a logger had told me about this church that handles deadly rattlesnakes and copperheads, and I could not believe that.
So you're like, I gotta get in on that.
Yeah, I quit my job. Actually, I quit my job. Yeah, no job.
Like, boss, I gotta go see a man about a snake.
Oh, I was having these incredible dreams, just filled with serpents in this rugged area, and I headed down there immediately, something had seized me in the middle of the night. Something had seized my dreams, and so I knew something was going to happen, almost something mystical, and so I headed down there immediately, and I waited for a good amount of time before I got in touch with this preacher, Randy Wolford, who I was put in contact with by another serpent-handling preacher, and speaking to him, he invited me to his service, and it was incredible. This was his last service, actually, in which he was bitten.
What? I mean, so I can kind of absolutely see, like, I gotta go. You hear about something that's interesting like this, you go, I have to go check it out. What makes you go, and also I'm going to go film it, and, because this needs to be shared with everybody. And also, kind of real interesting to me to hear that, like, oh, I heard about this snake preacher from another snake preacher. Like, it's a serpent society of some sort that, is kind of mingling around there. Is it a large community of in terms of snake handling preachers?
Well, there's, I guess you could call it a movement within Appalachia of a tradition, maybe is a better word, that goes back probably 100 years, and it's passed down generation to generation, and it's an authentic American religion. It's been... I guess, what could you say? It's rooted in the King James Bible. That's their interpretation, and they believe it's valid, and it's justified through Jesus' final words in the Gospel of Mark 16:18 before he ascended into heaven, which in their eyes, Jesus commands his apostles to take up serpents and drink the deadly thing, and to their eyes, it's drinking poison and laying hands on the sick. These are the signs of the gospel. The serpent handlers are also known as the signs followers. So it's an authentic tradition within, numerous churches within Appalachia, within West Virginia, Tennessee.
I mean, did you go into it with any preconceived notions, going like, okay, I'm going to go, see some serpent handlers, and they're going to kind of maybe tell me a little bit about this or this? I mean, did you go in just going like, I can't believe they do that. They must devenomize them. They must be something of this that is the showpiece of it, so to speak, as opposed to the tradition as you speak of?
I went in literally, I am embarrassed to admit, not knowing anything about them. Embarrassed because I'm so fascinated by all these different, anthropological groups, tribes, if you will, cultural traditions, religious rituals, traditions, whatever. I think I had known. So someone had mentioned like, they take up serpents. Someone mentioned that, and whatever. Like I didn't know much about them, and so I had no preconceived what to expect, but witnessing this firsthand was just so awe-inspiring, so striking that it was incredible, and something ancient, something mystical to it, something that cuts through time and history, it seemingly,
I'm sure this is a subject that you could probably film it for a very long time and still probably not get all of the information. At what point, how long did you actually film for before you were like, I think for the purposes of this film, we have enough?
Well, I decided to, because this last service was so extraordinary, so so earth-shaking seemingly, I decided to focus the film completely around that final service and to build the film around that, build this, poetic vision, if you will, to sculpt this, tapestry of that area, that the landscapes, the people, and what they believe in.
With the subject matter of the doc, do you have any expectations as far as how your audience is going to receive it? Because I can imagine you're going to have a hell of a Q&A afterwards. Do you go into it going like, all right, I know that first of all they have to enter in with a bit of an open mind, and secondly, like it's, do you feel that there's going to be groups of people, especially showing it in the South, typically very conservative, that are just going to be dismiss a lot of things out of hand?
Yeah, sorry, what was the question?
No. The expectations of your audience. So you go in, you want people to enjoy it. Obviously, you want them to learn something about it, from it rather. But do you have any expectations that like you may get some resistance from the audience based on the subject matter or anything like that? Well,
everyone could take from it what they will. The way I look at it is, if I'm fascinated by it, if I'm deeply invested in it, totally, I put years into sculpting this film, and if I'm that obsessed with it, I hope my audience would be that receptive to say, whatever it it can mean nothing to them personally, then that's fine. But if it is meaningful to you individually, just as any painting is or any piece of music, then that's great.
Nice. Is this your first film you've done, or and do you have, if it is, do you have plans for something else kind of after this?
This is my first documentary feature. I had made a number of short films, but I hope to continue on.
Fantastic. And is there anything specific to the Oxford Film Festival that you were like, okay, this is a festival I really want my film to play at, or I want to submit to?
Definitely. I mean, William Faulkner is one of my heroes, and I just hearing Oxford, Mississippi is it's like going to a holy place, if you will. No pun, but Faulkner is just the genius of this area, this region, and to play it here, to play my film here is a real honor. And very special to me.
Thank you very much. And where can people find out more about the film, maybe online?
The website for the film is holyghostfirefilm.com.
Fantastic. Hey, I want to thank you for taking a minute to stop over with us and chat, and good luck for the rest of the festival, and good luck on the screening.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.